Family, what's the tunes? What's shaking? Hope y'all doing well this morning. It is around 11 this morning. I want to appreciate you guys for always tapping into your boy. We on and shaking. All right. Anywho, I seen the last video that I did is doing pretty decent, so I figured let me give y'all like another. It's not a story, but more so I guess some advice or response. So I'm gonna get right to it. So y'all see the title already. So all right, cool. So there's a dude that I'm cool with, right? I ain't gonna say like we cool. You know what I'm saying? I think nowadays the word friends or homie and anything like that gets used too loosely. But in this scenario, homie is cool with peoples, right? So he's an older cat. I say he's probably a couple years older than me. I say he's probably like probably in his mid 30s or whatnot. So he got himself a young ting, a young little shorty, right? So she's about 23 years old, so she's young. So he's been he's been talking to her on and off for about 3 years, right? So he there's already a huge age gap, but that's not even the issue. You know, you guys are both grown adults, so I mean, adults are gonna do what adults do, right? So it gets a bit deeper. So he's been talking to her about 3 years and some change on some cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Now he's not a relationship. At least from what he's telling me, he's not a relationship type of dude. But he's starting to dig old girl. You know what I'm saying? Over time, obviously, y'all talk, y'all communicate this and that, right? So fast forward, he wants to move together with old girl. So old girl happens to live they live an hour away from each other. So they're trying to make it to a point where they could mesh in between, so it's not too far from one another. Because where they currently live at, it's like they live on other sides of the city. So like I said before, they're like a whole hour away from each other. So that's already kind of somewhat of a long distance relationship to a degree, even though y'all both live in the same state, right? So um, as he continues to tell me the story, I'm like, 3 years is a long time to be talking to somebody. So there's something is just not adding up. But he's not being specific just yet. He's just kind of he's kind of marinating the story and summing up of what's going down, right? So after he breaks down everything to me, then he reveals that his shorty, or the shorty that he's talking to, she got a kid. So now, okay, now it all kind of makes sense now, right? So the main reason why he kind of was on and off with the situation or with the girl was because of her child. So her child is about 5 years old. So she had a child fresh out of high school with her former BD, right? Her baby father. So I'm like, what's the relationship with her and the baby? Her B. I'm gonna just say BD because I think the baby father and all that sounds way too ghetto for me. So you know, what I'm saying we gotta clean shit up. So he tells me that they don't have a relationship. Obviously, y'all already know once the child is born. You know, in this generation, unfortunately, it's like things just go left quickly, especially if you guys don't come from a strong structure, household background, all that. But again, I'm going based off of what he's telling me. So she doesn't have a relationship with the child's father. So I'm like, okay, so that's one red flag. At least, for the sake of the child, what's the new terminology? Co-parenting, at least from what is being spread around in this day and age when it comes to both parties having a fallout and they have a kid in the world and they try to coexist with one another or whatever, right? That's the word that's being thrown out nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any kids, knock on wood, so I'm going based off what everybody speaks on in their personal situation, whatever. So she don't have a relationship with the child's father, so I'm like, mind you, as I said before, he's an older dude, so he's still young, you know what I mean? But obviously, there's a huge age gap between her and him. The dude that I'm cool with talking to uh, the child's mom, you know what I'm saying? If y'all understand what I'm saying, so he's telling me that that was really kind of the the asterisk on why he kind of delayed that situation. So I'm telling him that what? Okay, so she tells you. So this is the thing when you're dealing with single mothers, right? And shout out to all the single moms. I'm not knocking any single mother at all, but some of them they're gonna make because they're gonna make it a way where they're not trying to scare any dudes off, especially if it's a dude that they quote unquote might find attractive or might want to see something serious with, because a lot of fellas don't want to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa too, to a degree. If it's a dude with a kid, I'm sure there's women out there that are great suitors for a mate. They don't want to deal with a guy that got a BM, because it's kind of baggage. It's not something that they ask for if they're looking to date you. Because if you dating them, you dating everybody. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of somewhat of a package deal for both sides. So this ain't no knock to single mothers at all. I'm just saying that, in his situation, why he didn't want to entertain that from the rip, because she's a single mother. So I'm like, okay, that's already a red flag right there. And then obviously you said that she don't got a relationship with the BD, so that's two. So, and then the kid is 5 years old, so that's three. So it's not like no fresh baby. Like, this is, 5 years go by quick. You get what I mean? So, damn. So my fault. So so again, he's breaking it down. He's telling me and shit like that. So they want to move in together. Like I said before, they both live an hour away from each other. So I'm like, who initiated with moving in with what? So he said that she did. So I'm telling him, I'm like, bruh, I don't know, man, because it's kind of like, not for nothing, it's kind of giving off she needs help. And you already said that she already put child support on her BD. So it's already given up. The reason why she's pressed to move in with you, or y'all both get something situated, is because financially she needs help, man. And especially now what's going on with the economy. Like, things is not gonna get any easier. It's gonna get even harder. So so that was already that too. What else did he say? So I was just so he wanted my opinion. So my opinion, you know, I'm not here to sugarcoat shit. I keep it straight, raw, cut. Me personally, I wouldn't personally take someone serious as a kid. However, I'm not opposed to not entertaining and, having fun or whatnot. But I know, on a serious note, I mean, a lot of them are looking for something serious. They already been there, done that. But then again, as y'all see nowadays, a lot of them is out here having fun. So it's kind of a gets and gabs of the situation. But me personally, I told them it's just too much with that. If that's the case, if you're dealing with a younger woman, I would obviously, if you're looking to seriously date, because we got to speak into context, because now we in the culture is a hookup culture. Everybody's doing this, that, and the third. So there's really no seriousness when it comes to relationships. So what I was saying is that you have to ask yourself, what do you really want? That's what I was telling him. But for me personally, I wouldn't entertain that at all. But I'm just giving him the real. So what was another thing too? And also too, I was telling him, now y'all could put a comment down if this is true or not. If I'm not mistaken, I think they did say that in the state of Texas, I think it's in Cali too. I could be wrong, but comment down if this is true or not. If let's say for instance, old boy and shorty move in together, right? And then the crib is under his name, under the lease. After 6 months, if they fall out, she could put him on child support, and that was never his seed from the beginning. That's a hustle right there. The people don't know that. He said he knew that. That's a hustle. Niggas don't know about that. So you'll be surprised how many people was doing that. So I mean, he was just telling me on and on. I was just saying, like, he's a real good dude. At least from the conversation we had and when we spoke, I could tell he's a good dude, but it's just unfortunate. You don't like to see people like that get taken advantage of. And I was just giving him the honest truth when it came to that. Like, if you truly feel in your heart this is somebody you want to take serious, just know what you align yourself with. Because at the end of the day, you're not dating just her, you dating her kid too. It's kind of somewhat of a package deal. And it's a lot of overhead with that from a financial aspect. You know what I'm saying? I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm looking at all angles. And it's just in the grand scheme of things, it's just financially I just don't think it makes sense. But not even just I mean financially is a big part, but just in all other aspects too. Your mental, just other areas, with your personal life, especially if you trying to get your shit together and you doing what you're doing. So that's pretty much it with that. I don't want to say story, but that I mean, I guess I'll say story. I'm trying to think of another word to speak on, but I just thought it was pretty much an interesting topic to speak on because I know due to the election and everything, word is everybody, is kind of pissed off as who was in office, this, that, and the third. But I've always been a big believer in uh, fuck the government, government yourself. That's what Jay says, Jay-Z or whatever. But now, on a serious note, you really should just focus on what you got going on. And to be quite honest, I know I'm a little bit off topic. As much as people were so focused on the whole the whole political election and everything, the main thing it should be focused on your communities, your towns, like where you live at. That's what y'all should. That's what you really. If you really into the politics game and all that, that should really be the main focus. Is focusing on who would be the best candidate for your the best candidate to be a mayor, townships, governor, all that. That's really the main focus is your community and your area. But not to get off topic, but yeah, that's pretty much it with that story. I was just pretty much giving them a whole rundown. Mind you, he older than me, and he low key wanted my opinion on it. Not my opinion, but like my what would I do in his situation to a degree. And feel free to comment down. What would you guys do? What do you think would be best for him with his situation? Again, like I said, it's been a 3 years situation. He met her at a bar. That's another. I won't say that's a red flag for me, but I mean I'm always cautious when I'm entertaining and meeting people like that. You know what I'm saying, in them type of areas. I don't really club like that or go barring like that. I do pop out, but that's not really my type of scene, my vibe. I'm more of a when it comes to outings and shit like that. I'm more of a lounge type of bull. But anyway, neither here or there. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe. Um, Appreciate the subs, the feedback, everything. I'm gonna try to drop 2 more videos for y'all today. I haven't dropped content in the past 2 days as far as video. As I did say before, I'm not doing live streams until we are officially monetized. So make sure you guys get a chance to watch the videos. Support your boy. Also, too, the website is officially up. Check out the website. And that's it, man. Until next time, I'm gonna catch y'all. Y'all stay blessed. D soon is out. Y'all be easy.